Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backshot Boxing. Now, man, huge news, man. Danny Garcia versus Granados, Adrian Granados on April 20th, man. The same day that Amir Khan fights Terrence Crawford, man. There's going to be a battle to see who can pull the most viewerships in. And this is a really big deal because boxing is a competitive sport inside and outside the ring. And by this case, it's competitors competing against each other. You know, you got ESPN competing against PBC, and PBC works with many networks, but this most likely would be on Showtime or Fox. We'll see what happens. But this is a huge deal, man. Danny Garcia fighting Adrian Granados is a really big deal. Now, Danny Garcia is known to be fighting like in New York or Philly, but he's actually going to California this fight, which is a big deal, man. Danny Garcia is going back to Cali. Yeah, I mean, he's going back to Cali, man. It's going to be a big deal. He's going to be fighting in front of Adrian Granados' home crowd, probably around that area, because Adrian Granados is Mexican, and the Mexican, demographic is huge over there in LA or anywhere around California because Mexico's right there. I mean, they border each other. So the Latino population is definitely going to be right for theirs. And there's more, Mexicans on that side of the country than there are Puerto Ricans. Now, in Brooklyn, Danny Garcia might have the advantage, but in LA, it's going to be predominantly Mexican, rooting for Granados for sure. So this is going to be a really big deal, man. This is actually going to be hype, and I'm giving Adrian Granados the whole time advantage in this fight. So this is going to be a really big deal. Now, outside of champions, this is Danny Garcia's, first step up against bigger fighters at the 147 division. Now, Granados used to fight at 140, but he's a pretty big 140 fighter, and now he's at 147, so he's actually pretty decent size. And this is his first full-fledged real welterweight outside of the champions he's fighting, at 147. So this is a really big deal. I still see Danny as like a fighter who's getting accumulated to the weight at 147, and I still don't think he's actually a full-fledged welterweight yet. I still think maybe after this year he might walk around at welterweight around a little bit above it. So this is gonna be a really big fight, man. I'm really excited to hear about this, and I'm really curious to see how this is gonna split the whole Terrence Crawford crowd watching the Terrence Crawford fight with Amir Khan. It's crazy because Bob Arum, he doesn't work with Al Heyman too much, but Al Heyman got the fighters, man. He has all the talent, and when you can go against him, it's just a mistake, man. Now this is just the headliner, and we know that's gonna happen. Al Heyman always stacks the deck against these opponents, man. It's not even fair. So we know that this is the main event, but we know the co-main event is gonna be hype too. You know what I mean? So check this fight out to be a really big deal. Check the co-main event out because I guarantee he was gonna stack that card up. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. So let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. You guys think this is gonna affect the whole pay-per-view with Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan? A lot of people are already talking about they're gonna watch the Danny Garcia fight. I'm in all kind of groups and everything, so I see people talk about the news all the time, and everyone's talking about how they're going to see the Danny Garcia fight and how they're going to watch a highlight reel for the Amir Khan Terrence Crawford fight. Because there's a general consensus, unfortunately, what's going to happen in this fight with Amir Khan and Terrence Crawford. I may not agree with it, but people expect Crawford to win this fight. I'm guessing he's going to be overdog in this fight, and I'm pretty sure he is overdog in this fight. And yeah, some people already have in their mind that Amir Khan's going to do well for a little bit and then get knocked out in the end. I don't think that way, but people are more interested in this Danny Garcia versus Granados fight just because, Danny Garcia fights like, once every, 2 times a year maybe. In fact, my boy Danny Garcia fought 2 times last year. He fought 2 times last year and 1 time last year against Keith Thurman. And then in 2016, he fought 2 years again, 2 times a year again. So Danny Garcia fighting like 2 times a year is pretty common. So watching Danny Garcia fight once or twice, that's rare. You're lucky if you see that. Like I said, last year he only fought 1 time. So, 2017 he only fought Keith Thurman at 1 time in that year, and that's it. So Danny Garcia fighting few and far between is very common, and I think because Danny Garcia wants to fight that way, so I think this is gonna be a bigger fight than a Terrence Crawford fight, just based off rarity. You're not gonna see Danny Garcia fight too many other times, you know, and most likely this fight with Danny Garcia will lead to a title shot again, you know, maybe against Sean Porter or something like that. This is for the WBC vacant title, so this is WBC, like it's like one of the silver titles for the WBC belt. So this most likely will land Danny Garcia in a title, you know, at least eliminator, or basically he'll be like the mandatory for WBC or close to it, basically. And if Sean Porter really wants to fight, he can get it. So, you know, this is how I see things going. Just because PBC has the welterweight division on lock, you know, they got Manny Pacquiao, they got Keith Thurman, they got Errol Spence, they have Sean Porter. That's 3 of the 4 titles. You know, the only one they have right now that's outside the 147 division that's not under Al Heyman is Terrence Crawford. And he signed like a slave deal with ESPN. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. So basically, you know, he's signed his death wish. And, you know, I don't really feel any bad about Terrence Crawford not having anyone to fight, man. He did that to himself. You know, I didn't want to hear, you know, Terrence Crawford on here, fight me now. And this, if you really want to give them a fight, you should have signed with PBC and Al Heyman. You know, that would have been sweet. Then we could have get these fights. But Terrence Crawford, he's not going to be really fighting anyone, at least for a title unification. He might fight big names, but they're not going to be unified. They're not going to be champions for sure. As Bob Arum infamously put it, he's going to build the fight up. You know, that's what you know, Bob Arum is known for. And when they fight, the fighters are always past their prime, and they fight like 8 times. That's how Bob Arum does it. He cuts and pastes it, and he does it every time. He's doing it right now with Tyson Fury. So yeah, man, expect that to happen. But you know, outside of all that though, this is gonna be really good competition. We're gonna see Top Rank. Hopefully they step their game up now that they know that Danny Garcia is fighting on the Adrian Granado card. They're gonna have to promote their fight more. They don't have a choice because Danny Garcia has a cult following. You know, I think he's Puerto Rico's best fighter right now. You know, Puerto Rico right now, the country don't have too many great fighters. Right now, Danny Garcia is probably the apex of, you know, Puerto Rican fighters, in my opinion. If you guys know any other Puerto Rican fighters who are at Danny's levels, let me know, you know. But let me know how you guys feel about it though, man. Bob Arum and Al Heyman are competing against each other for that 420 day, baby. Gang, gang. You know what time it is on 420. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.